There's very few directors and actors that I'm fanboys of. Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Bay, and you might as well add Guy Ritchie to that. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon, reviewing The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. I'm not going to say this movie's title any more times because sometimes all these Y's bother me. Anyway, what's this about? Pretty simple premise. Apparently in 2018 or 2016, declassified documents or classified documents were declassified in the UK. And this is one of the stories that occurred with Winston Churchill in World War II. And all I'm going to say is, UK, get your shit together for what occurred then and now. You're weak as shit. How did you conquer the world? Seriously, you're really willing to bow down to Hitler. Like, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. And it was only for Winston Churchill to be like, stop being a bunch of bitches. We can't let this happen. Like, you conquered India. You conquered so many parts of, like, Africa. And what is happening now? You're fucking soft. I'm sorry. The only time I've seen you hard is when it comes to soccer. Yes, I'm calling it soccer. I'm sorry. So, UK, get your shit together. Come on now. And I'm kind of halfway joking, but halfway like, seriously, like, you guys are really about to just bow down to Hitler like that? Like, really? 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 Anyway, fun fucking movie. That's all I'm going to say. Because this is based off a true story. And yes, most of the characters are true, because at the very end it shows like what they did after this and what other missions could have occurred, except for a couple characters. So it's maybe go, did we just add some characters for shits and gigs in this movie? But that's kind of a little small pet peeve. But this is Guy Ritchie doing Guy Ritchie fanatics, and I love it. Good acting overall, good story, good bombastic action. Do I wish there was more action or more, I want to say suspense? Sure, but I'm a fanboy, and I've already admitted Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Bay, Guy Ritchie. I'm automatically probably going to like 99% of the movies, and they do. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's just continue on with this movie and how I just had a great time with it. It's Guy Ritchie-isms through in and throughout. Good humor, good action, good set pieces, and overall fun story to follow, because this isn't just centrally located like in the UK. No, we're going to Nigeria. We're understanding where each of these people are located and how, if they get found out by the Germans, they're screwed. The Brits, they're screwed. So like I said, even like the Brits are like, how dare you try to help us? Like, come on now. They are literally doing something that you guys won't ever even try to accomplish. And what they are trying to accomplish is sink this boat, because if they could sink this boat, it has enough carbon dioxide canisters to make the U-boats have to come to surface, and doing that, America can come and help in World War II, and that's what the UK really needs for Hitler. So there's that story. Acting fantastic by everyone involved. Guy Ritchie brings some of his characters back. He brings back like Henry Golding. He brings back Cary. So I do enjoy that. There's also some new characters, especially like Henry Cavill, Elwes González, Alan Ritchson, Alex. Oh, that's who that guy is. Alex Pettyfer. I was like, I know that face from somewhere. Anyway, Ritchson, he said something in an interview recently that he wished there was more gore in this movie. And I'll have to agree. And so now I'm going to start going to like, my nitpicks of this movie. And one of them is the gore. And what I mean by that is there's a scene. You see it in the trailer where he's waving an axe. And you're like, oh shit is going to go fucking hard. And it doesn't. We cut to see him doing like the last three people, which is fine and all, but I understand that I want to see carnage. I want to see bloodshed. And this is what the other thing, there's a scene in the trailer, you see him going, another character that's like going through a bunch of Germans. That needs to be like Rambo. And what I mean by that, the Rambo, the fourth Rambo movie, where he's going and that gun is literally cutting people in half. That gun needs to do that to these Germans as well, because that's more realistic, not just like, no, that gun will fuck shit up. And that is the negative about it. There was not enough fuck shit uppery that I wanted in this movie. I wanted shit to go hard, and it did. And also, you could say things were almost too perfect for these people, but if they're that badass, why not? Because the arrows were perfect one-shot kills, the gunshots were one-shot kills, And I think that's okay. One shot's probably falsifying, probably 2-3 shot kills, which is good. But half the movie was just them going do do do, 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 and just shooting people. And there was like no pushback, which maybe there wouldn't be pushback if people weren't expecting this battle and it was like silencers, which of course silencers are not really that silent. They are pretty silent. I mean, I've shot a silent pistol, a silencer on a pistol, which is silent. It's like, oh shit, okay, that does like minimize the sound of it, but would it do it that much where everyone's still like working 10, 15 feet away? Probably not. And finally, like I said, there are some characters which I think they were just added into this movie just because for more character involvement. The reason I say that is because at the very end, there are about 5 characters. They say what they did after this mission and what they're trying to do. And some characters were omitted. So you're thinking, were there A, no information about them, or B, just made up for this movie? So overall, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly, I hate saying this title. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It was fun. It was hip. It was Guy Ritchie just doing Guy Ritchie funness of just laughter, of good action set pieces, good action. Just overall well thought out 2 hours to put my eyes on the screen. I enjoyed it through in and throughout. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare will receive a 4 out of 5 with Futon, which goes at 80%. So see the critics and user scores gave this one. Oh, what do you know? It comes out next week, so there is no information about this movie. So my 80% is all you got to go off of. And with that, I say see it. Chase Lock here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One other thing is Booftopia. You Booftonians think about your great day. I can watch the state tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, every single freaking one of you. And let's continue on with the final review of this Saturday or Sunday. Doesn't really matter anymore.